flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. The West Coast, they lead that.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Carolina Panthers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Another tote for ETN. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll run with ETN. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs. The Bengals at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
11 Thomas.
From midfield now, Burrow. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Gotta go.
On 3rd down, here's ETN. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. ETN up the middle. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
On one, ready?
Straight ahead, Etienne. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
11 MT, touchdown.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Corral to throw, 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Bengals are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Gun.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Toss left side for Etienne. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
That good for 22 and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way.
It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
They'll run here with Hubbard. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
They'll look to run with Hubbard. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one by the line of scrimmage.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll go for it on 4th. Here's Corral. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They wanted to throw for it. A surprise does not work on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Empty. Hey, can.
Now it's Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Cincinnati. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. A handoff for Etienne. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
12, 11.
On 2nd and 9. Burrow looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here we go. 12. 11 empty, paint. 11 empty, paint.
Here's Burrow. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Quick slant caught by Chase. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Once more, ETN. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Travis Etienne, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
1st down. Here's Corral with it. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the counter, this is Hubbard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
On 2nd and 12, Corral eluding the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On 1, ready?
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
11.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action.
On 1, ready?
Now Burrow on 1st down. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Now it's Burrow. ETN bringing in another one. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
11 coming. 8 yards.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. 20. 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not?
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Chuba Hubbard
with career touchdown number 70.
And the Panthers have moved out in front.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Jeremy Chin picks it off. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Corral with it, first down here.
Over the middle, it's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here's Corral.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Corral with it on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Second and 10, Corral again. That caught by Trimble. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. ETN once more. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are back within a score. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
11.
Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, Every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play.
He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hubbard again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Moore, the man in motion. Hubbard is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Yeah, the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On 1st down, right back to ETN.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
114 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play. Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Twelve. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. A shotgun snap, and again to Etienne. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down.
Pickup of 2 brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here we go.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
11, mighty. Stop.
Etienne. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
3rd and goal, Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Right back to Hubbard. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing, but at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Switching it up, Corral will throw here. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Second down, another chance for Hubbard. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. 3rd down, Corral. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
4th down. Here's Corral.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
ETN up the middle.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Got his target, Samuel. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try and go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
On 1, ready? 12. 11, MP, tape. Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Here we go.
2nd down and 5.
Burrow looking to pass. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Here's Burrow. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
30. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that two-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalize a little bit on top.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I'm one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Now Burrow. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. No gain at all on the play. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
11, 12. They got to go.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On the give, this is Hubbard. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Ben, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Carolina, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.